Welcome back. Sarah Schreiner joining us from Exposure Kamloops. Happy Tuesday to you.
Well, happy Tuesday to you. I was hoping you were maybe going to sing some Neil Diamond for me there.
I was on the break, but I'm not going to subject anyone to that. That's abusive.
I heard
That's
it.
abusive.
I heard it
you
through
did.
the class. It was lovely.
Was it?
No.
I'm working on it. So it's not good. But today, let's change the topic. We're going to be talking about your photo challenge. We've been doing this month to month where we challenge the photographers in our viewing audience to the sort of whatever you're suggesting them to do. Last month was color with intention. So putting subjects in fantastic color schemes or something that's really...
So yeah, it was sort of pre-planned. So you're thinking about color when you go out to shoot, and you're using that color to influence your image and the story in your image. A little bit of what I got was just photos where people came along and happened upon some color and photographed it and sent it in. And so I gave them a little bit of heck and said, no, that's not what we want.
Okay.
Beautiful. This is by Teresa. And she obviously edited this with a blue tone, and it worked so well.
It almost doesn't look
gorgeous.
real.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm just opening my notes here so I don't get their names wrong. Okay. Jen Dustin Randall sent this one in.
Cute.
Love, isn't that not adorable?
Very
and does that
sweet.
not take you back to when I was a kid in the 80s? We had this old pickup truck, and it absolutely made me think of that.
It's a great picture. It tells such a story.
Yeah,
like, what is she looking at?
Muted tone. You wonder, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You're curious about who is over there and who she's so happy to see. And she used muted color tone here to really get the feel and effect of that. So she did that really well. Justin Moore, I'm doing this without my notes. I'm impressed with myself. Justin Moore took this one. I love it.
It's beautiful.
Love the sunset. It works here because the backpack's dark, the hat is brown. It all kind of flows together, the color in this photo. It works really well. And he hit his sunflower perfectly. Shannon Shaw sent this one in. And obviously the green leaves and the hair go fantastically together with the dreadlocks and the color.
I love it.
Just so the participants know, I'm kind of choosing these completely at random to share. So I'm not,
how many
that
are you
way
getting
I don't give more of other people's every month.
How many responses do you get compared to the 6 that we're showing?
Much more.
Oh, is
Much
that right?
more than the 6. I'm pulling them randomly off based on how much time I think we're going to have.
Yeah, okay.
So Candace Camille,
this.
I know. So Candace is kind of my hero because she's my student.
Well, she was on with us.
Yes, she came on. When Candace first came to me, her husband had just bought her this camera, and she was like, I want to learn how to use this camera. And this was a couple of years ago. And I mean, she shoots better than I do. I'll be totally honest here. If you're going to hire someone, I'd probably hire Candace.
Is that right?
Look at that.
Selling yourself down the river.
So fantastic.
Is this a beautiful
If you want
shot?
to learn to shoot like Candace, come see me.
Sure.
But if you want to hire someone, hire Candace.
Okay,
because
fair enough.
She's unbelievable.
That was a good plug. Everybody wins.
I believe this one is, Bonnie shot this one. Now, of course, her subject is not here, but gorgeous.
That's an owl, right?
The owl, but the color not only did she catch the owl in mid-landing like that, but the color tone of the owl to the rock, to the log.
It's amazing. I wonder where this is.
Grass. I think maybe this is the wildlife park.
It's possible.
I mean, how lucky would she be otherwise to have managed this? I don't know. Bonnie will have to message me and tell me, and then I will tell you next month where this was actually shot.
Yeah, no, great photos.
I loved it.
Don't want to run out of time. We have a new challenge, of course, for this month. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so the new challenge, everybody sent me one last month, landscapes. Like landscape after. I am not a landscape photographer. I'll be totally honest. Really selling myself short this month.
No, you come to her
I'm
for
not
lessons.
a landscape photographer, so I mean, I can definitely help you with your landscape work, but that's not what I specialize in. I'm a portrait photographer, so in order for me to actually teach you something, and when you send your images in for me to give you feedback that's helpful, it's best to stick to what I know. So, because you all sent me landscapes, we are going to do portraits within the landscape.
Okay.
So, landscape. I can shoot landscape if it reacts to me, which means I need to put a person in. I'm a little bit hyper, so when you send me out to a landscape, I'm like, there's nothing happening.
Right.
Give me a subject though, and it's fabulous. So watch the color tone in here. Again, coming back a little bit to color. The secret with landscape and your subject is to make sure it belongs and matches.
Are these your kids?
These are my beautiful children.
They're beauties.
I made those people. I love them.
Isn't that amazing? They're gorgeous.
So I went to the landscape, chose my location, and then dressed the kids to suit.
Sure.
right? So I'm choosing my landscape first, and then I'm making sure my subject matches that landscape.
Which is what you've done clearly.
Yeah, so black and white. This one, same thing again. This is actually down in Tofino. I brought the clothes to Tofino planning, knowing the landscape I was gonna have to work with.
Love this one.
Now, just to be very clear, those children, the canoe's not really floating.
It's not?
No. Otherwise, they'd be in life jackets and they would not be alone. It's actually, it's just this little tiny puddle of water, and I've just shot the landscape. So it looks like they're on the river, but they're not on the river.
So it's photoshopped a little?
No, there's this spot in Rayleigh where the water, yeah, the water is created, it's kind of stuck, this bit of water that's where when the river was high, when it lowered, it left this little piece. And so I've just shot it so it looks like they're going up the river, but it's actually just this little puddle out in Rayleigh. Not that I'm giving you my favorite locations to shoot so that you can all go and do that, but out in Rayleigh, there's this awesome little puddle if you'd like to take a boat out there and stick some kids in it.
That's awesome. Okay, so subject with landscape in the background. That is what the photo challenge is for this month. How lovely to have you on. What a great segment this was today. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Look forward to seeing what everybody does.
For sure. Information on the screen, exposurekamloops.com. And should they be putting their submissions on Facebook?
Facebook. Send it to Facebook. Don't send it to exposurekamloops.com or my email will overflow.
Okay, so
and
Exposure
I'm already
Kamloops.
bad enough with that.
Exposure Kamloops on Facebook. We're back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.